What's up, guys? It's Kictor, and does the screen look extremely crooked to you guys? Does that look? I feel like that looks better. Does that look more straight? It's so hard having something actually straight behind you, because I feel like it's so hard, like, you instantly notice if it's crooked. What's up, everybody? I missed you guys. Sienna says, I think you turned it last stream and it's crooked already. I know. Whoa! Holy shit! Okay, we fixed the alert, I guess. Kenzie, thank you so much for being a member for 28 months. Oh my gosh. 28 months and a Supreme member at that. Thank you so much, Kenzie. Oh my goodness. Kenzie says, holy crap, 28 months. I'm so grateful for all my friends in the community, especially my wife, who is now back from the hospital. Yay! And we named our new orange son Zuko. Oh, that's so sweet. Zuko, the little orange cat. That's so cute. And Tina! Thank you, Tina, for being an member for 18 months and a Supreme member at that too. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. I really appreciate that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I got it. And also, right before the stream began, Neko Me has been a member for a whole year. Thank you so much, Neko Me. Oh my goodness. Thank you. That's incredible. I did give you some Gaga ice cream. Thank you for being a member for a whole year. Yippee, yippee. Thank you so much. And I think that's all the members' messages so far. All right, who we got in the chat today? Oh, thank you, Briar. Oh my god, so many corgis. Ah. Thank you. So cute. I pet them all. They look like little Shibas to me. Oh my god, Italian Opera. Thank you, Italian Opera, for joining the membership. Oh my god, thank you so much. That is awesome. You can come to the Danmei members game nights on Fridays, And I really appreciate that. It's an awesome help. Thank you. And Short King Boo has been a member for 9 months. You were born. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's a little Short King Boo. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Short King Boo. You have been born. Thank you for 9 months. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. And Local Rogue says, I was hoping there'd be a flood of Korgs. Yes. The flood of Korgs. And Moss has been a member for 20 months. Thank you so much, Moss. Oh my god. Thank you. Yes, the Moss. The Mossening. Says, just like Secret Hushwens, I'm everywhere. Yes, yes indeed. Yes indeed. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, Dolette. Thank you for sending Sunshine. I appreciate it. Thank you. And how, has everybody been? I have missed you guys. I haven't streamed in a while. But Miss Rosie, thank you for sending some hearts. And Night Owl. Oh, Kit Poe, thank you for sending some silver stars. Thank you so much. There we go. Thank you, Kit Poe. And Night Owl has been a member for 42 months. Oh my god. Thank you so, so much. Night Owl says, I survived the heat wave. Glad to be back and not passed out on the couch during your streams. Also, I'll be mostly silent unless Hades due to con prep. Oh, very fair, very fair. I'll talk about Hades right off the bat. I hung out with my friends over the weekend and they cosplay Zag and Than, and they are so cool, and getting to see their cosplays was just so fucking awesome. And I was finally able to talk about Hades with them. So thank you for being my Hades sensei over the last little while. That was awesome. Yeah, okay, wait, let me see who we got here. We got Jessica, now 13th, Horror Girl, Annika, Vico into Kitchen, Just Another, Robin Esther Magic, Ed Edit Stuff, Ellie Gaynor, Sugar Kiss. Sugar Kiss, how was your birthday weekend? Did you get up to anything cool? And Sugar Kiss says, recovering from a busy weekend. P.S. I sent you a package. Oh, shit! Oh my god, thank you so much, Sugar Kiss. I did get an alert that I got a box I got something at my P.O. box, so I'll be sure to get that for the Friday stream. But oh my god! Ah! Oh my goodness, thank you, Dre Hop. Thank you for donating so much. Dre Hop says, just got back from Oklahoma and just in time for the stream. Hello, everyone. Hello. Oh my gosh, welcome home. Glad to have you here. And Briarbox says, it's true, I'm home from the hospital, yay! And I have the next month off work to heal and rest. That's good. Thank you for all the healing well wishes and truly grateful for all the love and support. Yes, of course, we love you. I love to hear that you're home. I hope that everything can get sorted out soon and you can get some good rest, yeah. And so for my weekend, I gotta tell you right off the bat, so when last we met, my car broke down, and it sucked right before the huge weekend we had planned with our friends. And it was not the battery, like everybody assumed. It was the fuel pump, so I had to get my car towed. And so I spent the whole week without a car. But luckily, my dad is a mechanic and was able to fix it. And we was able to order in. Oh my god, B. Coffin, thank you so much, B. Coffin. Thank you so much for joining the membership, B. Coffin. Oh my god, thank you. I really appreciate that, you joining. That's wicked. Welcome to Ghost Flame, and I hope to see you on the Friday game streams. Thank you so much. And, so my dad ordered a new fuel pump, and he fixed it today, and he took out everything and put the new one in, and it was incredible. Like, thank God for mechanic dad. So my dad's the best. So that was fucking awesome. But my friends that came up to visit us, they drove us around all weekend, which was really, really nice of them. But also, so we filmed a skit for, it's the same group that we did the Calamities video with. And I don't know how much I should give away, but it's pretty fucking good. We filmed the whole skit, and it's great. It's great. But then also, the next day, my friend CJ, he's like a professional cosplayer, and he does a Gachi Yakuta cosplay, and we filmed some like pro footage of him to show off his whole build, and then my fucking SD card corrupted, and I'm like chatting with all my friends because I used to work in like the film industry of like what to do and stuff. And of course, I was able to recover the data because we didn't like write over it or anything, but I had to buy the fucking program to recover data, and they all fuck you. So I had to buy like $130 license for the recovery program because it'll let you preview the files. It's like, here are all the corrupted files, we found them, but to actually get them recovered you have to pay for the license. So that sucked, but all the footage is safe and fine over the weekend because we filmed a ton of shit. We took so many pictures, and Stitch, we went to the beach in cosplay, and Stitch was key-free in the water, drowning. She got all the way in the water, climbed up the beach like a drowned rat. It was awesome. It was an insane cosplay content filming weekend. It was awesome. I had a lot of fun. But I missed you guys, and now I'm very curious to hear about what you guys got up to this weekend. Oh yeah, also there was the fucking, supposed to be the TGCF stream at Anime Expo and nothing happened. That sucked. I watched the whole fucking live stream and nothing happened. And Brayley, thank you for being a member for 20 months. And Brayley says, yay, 20. Also, lesbian beef leaf coming to P-Town. Oh, for Brayley's Patreon. Oh my gosh, I'm very excited to see that. That's awesome. That is awesome. Thank you so much, Brayley. Local Rogue says, that sounds amazing. I can't wait to see all the photos. Yes, me too. Oh, Kate sent, red card. Oh my god. Canada also lost in the World Cup. So I didn't really follow soccer, but red card indeed. Oh, I have not heard any conspiracies like that about censorship. Yeah, I know. I saw Kel's video on it and saw all the cosplayers and everyone like so disappointed. The people that flew out to see it, people that waited in the long line for the panel. I mean, it's just weird. It was just a weird either miscommunication or last minute change. Like, yeah, it just sucks. I'm like curious though. I'm like so curious about like what happened, you know? Kit Poe, thank you so much for donating. Kit Poe says, daily hospital and tired after it, but now here. Oh, glad to see you're here. Hope that you're able to rest and we can hang out for a bit. Thank you so much, Kit Poe. Weebmeister says, I have many cosplay photoshoot plans this month, one of which is an All for the Game duo with Deimos tomorrow. Oh my god, that's amazing! And I introduced you too! That's awesome. Oh, that's so cool. And then a Chu-Anning one later in the month. Wicked! Oh, that's awesome. Incredible. Dude, this is the summer of cosplay. So many cosplays. Awesome. RA says, I drew Yeebling, Patriarch, and Lama G. Oh my god, did you? Is it in the community? I'm very excited to check out the community in a second here. Night Owl says, so it just didn't happen? Yeah, it was weird because like the promotion for the panel at Anime Expo said that there will be announcements for like your favorite series like Link Click and Heaven Official's Blessing and whatever the other Billy series was. And then they did a Link Click announcement and like showed a director's clip video, and then they did the other announcement stuff from the other Billy series, but they didn't mention Heaven Official's Blessing, so very strange, very strange. Kate says, this might be the cynic in me, but does anyone else think that all the TGCF short film stuff basically means no more TGCF seasons? I don't think so, because it's like there's so much TGCF to cover that I feel like this is maybe they've like rewritten the script of the seasons a bit, and then doing the short films are like ways, or like OVAs of how they can cover more of this script, you know what I mean? Because, I mean, they rushed the hell out of Modazushi in 3 seasons, so I'm curious if they're trying to rush TGCF into a 3 seasons somehow. That would be insane. Julia says, I finished my Swan Lake performances. It was painful because of my hip problems, but so fun to dance. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about your hip, but that's awesome. I'm glad that you got to dance. That's awesome. Wizard of Moss says, let's rush Scum Villain instead. I think that would be way funnier. That would be funny. That would be really funny. Hey, Crustacean! What's up? Thank you so much for donating. Oh my god, thank you. Crustacean says, hey, Kictor, I've missed your streams. I got Danmei through other methods, including some special art in the community. Oh, okay, I'm gonna check out the community in a sec. I started a Danmei art Instagram account and might be getting a friend into Danmei too. That is so exciting! Oh my god, huge congrats on starting an account. That is very exciting, very fun. And, yeah, that's awesome. Thank you for donating. I'm back, we're back, the streams are back. Orion's Belt also says, allegedly, Scum Villain might be getting a manga. Right? I saw that too. I saw that too. And Mirai says, did you hear about Yue Ching Young making it to the M-Preg finals? Yeah. Oh my god, did he? Who is he up against now? Holy shit, that's so funny. That is so funny. Oh my god. Who's like, who are those in the final battle? Scum Villain Manhwa would be fucking incredible. Gomez Adams. Who's Gomez Adams? Starscream? Well, I don't know who Gomez Adams is. Oh, from like... Oh my god, that's hilarious. From like the Addams Family? What the hell? That is hilarious. K-Slav says, I just finished volume 7 of TGCF today and I had to force myself not to start 8 so I don't rush it. Oh, that's smart. That's smart. I think TGCF is best ingested slowly because there's so much information. Miss Rosie says, guess who's getting ice cream? Oh! Me and Stitch are, because I actually biked to the store earlier, and I actually brought a little ice pack. I packed it specially in my backpack so that I could pick up some ice cream and bike it back to me and Stitch. Crustacean said, I've also been reading a fanfic suggested during my first members-only stream. Oh, how good, how good. Rogue says, ugh, I should pick up ice cream on my way home. That sounds great. Yes, definitely do it. Tell me what ice cream you end up getting. I got us Ben & Jerry's, the one with cookie dough and peanut butter in it. Oh, Chuya, ouch. You're in pain. Forcing your mom to get you Dairy Queen. Nice, nice. You deserve it. You deserve it. Sandy says, during your midday stream, I met a fellow Austrian Danmei fan, and we just met up in real life 2 days ago. Oh my god, that's so cute! No way! I just had to take a detour through Canada, so to say. That is so cute. Oh my god. Aw. People making friends in the stream? And people been getting married in the stream? Oh my gosh. We also, Stitch and I got our wedding pictures back and our wedding video back and stuff, and I'm excited to eventually, I want to make like the ultimate like Kick-Stitch relationship timeline video, and it'll just be this like beautifully long video of like how we met and like what it was like when we were dating long distance, and then moving in together and like doing YouTube together, and then getting married, and then our Japan trip in October. I think, because that's like our honeymoon, and that'll be a nice little bow for a video. Because I wanted to make a video when we were like, when we got engaged, or I wanted to make a video when we got married and stuff, and now I just know I'm going to be way too busy. So I'm like, okay, after our Japan trip, then I'll have all the footage, and it'll be great. Nightwing and Yue Qingyuan and Yue Qingwan might win. That's hilarious. The power of Danmei. Holy shit. Kate says, how much will I have to donate for you to read the Guoshi fic on stream once TGCF live read is done? I would love to read that fic. I love that fic. Guoshi is this close to figuring it out. Crustacean says, that sounds like such a cool video idea. It might be a while, but it'll be worth the wait. Yeah, thank you so much. I think it'll be fun. Yeah, meeting some fellow kickflips. That'd be great. Okay, you guys want to look at the community? I'm going to give you a couple minutes to post something on the community so that I don't have to keep refreshing it. Sienna says, I'm in Ontario. Is anyone around here? People are closer than you think. I mean, Ontario is huge, though. Braley says, I'm sad I'll never meet y'all. You never know. You never know. Stitch and I go into the middle of nowhere sometimes. We're going to Montana next week. Rose City Kimono, thank you so much for being a Supreme member for 20 months. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Says, I just finished Art Thou Ailing and starting Missville 3 next. Also so looking forward to getting the new TGCF Manhwa volume tomorrow. And 6-month Danmei tally. I am now at 43 books. Woo! Oh my gosh, that is very exciting. That is awesome, Rose City Kimono. I'm very excited to hear your thoughts on Art Thou Ailing. And Missville, honestly. And Kate, thank you so much for donating, for sending your beautiful art to me. Kate says, my first installment for the Guoshi Fund. Thank you. I'll be sure to keep a tally of that. Thank you. CSCL says, still planning to come to KomoriCon? Indeed. Yes, I'm going to Okisoracon in Montana. Helena, Montana. Then I will be at Anime Revolution, Vancouver. And then I will be at KomoriCon, Portland. And then I will be at KatsuCon in February in DC. Moss says, oh, I went to a Bad Yowie panel this weekend and made friends with the panelists. I went to like 2 of their other panels because I was determined. Friends, friends, friends. Oh, that's so sweet of you. And that's like such a like nice show of support to like go to people's panels, even if you don't know what the other panels are about. We always try to go to our friends' panels too. That is awesome. You also met Windmaster's voice actor, right? That's so fucking cool. Ooh, Crustacean. Hey, if you can go to a con, I would recommend it. So much fun going to cons. I also picked up all the volumes for The Summer Hikaru Died, now that it's summer again. I really, really love The Summer Hikaru Died, and I'm really excited to have all the physical volumes now. And they look really nice on the shelf because they're all, like, rainbow. Ha, gay. And Stitch just caught all the way up to the Witch Hat manga, and I'm gonna read that next, too. Chuya says, if you go hiking, don't look at the trees just in case. Oh, for a sec, I was like, what are you talking about? It's so scary. But Summer Hikaru Died. Yeah, in case I see a nice looking tree with tits. Oh my god, that's so funny. That's how Hikaru died in Summer Hikaru Died. That's not a spoiler. He says pretty early on. Sandy, thank you so much for being a member for 22 months. Thank you. It says, woohoo, 22 months of Danmei goodness and gaming. Hence my question. Will you be playing A Date with Death 2 demo on stream anytime soon? I have been meaning to play that. I loved A Date with Death. It's almost like I've been so concerned about it being like perfect that I've been procrastinating playing it. But I really want to play it. I mean, we could do that this week, maybe. I've been addicted to playing Hades, but also Tomodachi Life. Yes, Stitch and I watched the Witch Hat anime. Okay, I'm going to look into the community. Blanche Watkins says, have you seen the BL, Isekai Office Worker in the Otherworld's Bean Counter? Yes, I have. Stitch and I watched the whole thing. It was very, very cute. And Stitch actually read the novels as well. Let's go to the community. Oh yeah, did you guys check out my latest short with some trivia? I want to know how many out of 20 or 19 you guys got right. Did anybody in the chat get all the questions correct? It might be a new series I start doing, is doing little trivias like that. Dolet says, hold on, please. Okay, okay. Yeah, yes, there are some spoilers. Kate says, Trickter is back at it again. Oh, you guys know. You gotta know. You gotta know. Yes, Esper Lady, I'm excited to hear. If you've read all 3 of MXTX's books, you'll do pretty good. And then the last 2 or 3 questions, oh my god, CSCL, thank you so much for donating, are about Chinese names and Chinese actors from The Untamed and also the Heaven Official's Blessing live action actors. Ah, yeah, I know, that's so hard. I only really know the actors is because I made a video and I was so excited about the live action actors, and I got one of my friends, Lucy, who was a member of the channel, I think, sent me a bunch of videos helping me practice say their names, so they're like drilled into my head. Kate says, I'm collecting some questions if we want to do Danmei Hangman again. Yes! Oh yes, that's great. Okay, CSDL has a recap. Hwa-chung gave Shailian a red string of findings so they don't get separated. Accidentally overhear a reunion between what's his name? LQH. Yin Yu and Chuan Jen shares a flashback of their backstory. A disguised Hushuen tipped by Qingxuan. Laugh or Cry counter 29.5. Oh yes, remember Blackwater goes undercover? He has like 50 different spies in heaven. Oh my god. Yes, I gotta write that fanfic. Sandy says, there are more book club videos coming soon. Yes, we filmed this morning the book club for Nan-chan Volume 2. And also, I keep seeing people leave comments about if I'm going to make book clubs on Arha. And yes, I am. But commenting about it is not making them happen any faster. Kate says Shailian literally put a leash on Hwa-chung. Shailian was so excited to have the leash. Yeah, Nan-chan 2 was really gay. Oh, Esper Lady, amazing. Okay, I'm going to the community now. Dolet, if your post doesn't work, then I will go back Oh my god. Okay, this is already amazing. Give me 1 second here to set this up. Okay, I see Dolette's post here. Okay. Nice. Okay. Dolette says, I got these from my aunt and cousin. I can't wait to open them out as issue 1. Nice! Oh my god. Oh, nice. You got the little official ring. So cute. Oh my god, they got you a nice little care package, and I want to know what you got in the blind box. That's exciting. And Night Owl says, my table is so chaotic now. It doesn't help that I have 24 Leon Kennedy plushes on my docket. That's incredible, Night Owl. Oh, damn, Jade. Wait, stop. Holy shit. That is fucking impressive. Wow. That is amazing. You should be extremely proud of that. That is absolutely amazing, Jade. Holy shit. That looks so good. Man, I was struggling hard with my Shi Qingquan wig over the weekend. This is a beautiful, beautiful wig. Lily made a miniature model. Very cute. Yin Yu as a quick drawing of Shalian. Super cute. Miley says, I haven't watched too many of the Tamagotchi streams, but I wanted to draw Yi Bling Patriarch. Hell fucking yeah. Look how chill he is. I love that. That is amazing. That is amazing. Thank you for drawing him. And Leo hand-painted an Ming ring. That is so fucking cool, dude. That is so fucking cool. Oh, damn! Anli painted Hua Chung. Yes, I recognize that immediately. Oh, I love the colors and the sky and the butterflies. That is really, really good. Wow, it says first time I've painted in a long time and the most detailed thing I've ever done. Well, it looks absolutely incredible. That is incredible work, Anli. And Dolette says, my dad said I'm going to get a Shi Qingquan cosplay soon. Yay! That is awesome. That is awesome. Shi Qingquan is such a fun cosplay to have. We got some Pride Month drawings of your OCs, Vicoing. Very cute. Oh, nice. Super cute. Wow, incredibly detailed drawings with the buildings and stuff. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing them. I really liked how the costume designs are and stuff. And Dolette got Remnants of Filth. Very nice. And Mirai says, I know nothing about him, but I did a doodle Ari is drawing. Ooh. Very nice. Very nice. Frogger says, I'll be working on some cross-stitch. Ooh, nice. If you know, you know. Maybe. Oh, Rogue. Yes, you gotta keep me updated on your Deltarune journey. Oh, you're also getting a Yanli cosplay. Incredible. And you got Peerless. Very exciting. Wu Ming says, this weekend sucks, but I have art to share. Oh, these are so cute. Oh my god. On the computer. Computer, show me this guy's balls. These are really, really cute, Wu Ming. Oh. Incredible, incredible art, Wu Ming. I love that. Squirmy the 13-year-old kitty. Oh, very sweet. Very sweet. Give them some scritches for me. Hershey sketch. Very nice. Very nice. I love the very possessive hand that he's got around him. Krusty Z says, guys, in honor of finishing TGCF Volume 1, I made this ink drawing of Beef Leaf. Oh, yay! Oh, I love Beef Leaf so much. So cute. That's awesome. I love them. Incredible work, Krusty Z. Ooh, and Lee got some stuff at Anime Expo. Oh, nice. Is that a Windmaster print? Oh, I would die. That's awesome. Oh, the Holian's so cute. So cute. That's awesome. Aw. Was there a lot of Danmei stuff there? These are really nice prints. Oh, Sienna had your bridal shower. Congrats. Oh, these are so cute. The little, oh my god, the Soot Sprites. Ponyo's goldfish crackers. Oh my gosh, I have to show Stitch this. This is very, very cute. That is awesome. I love a theme. That is awesome. Kiara says, after a long time of only having Ming, I made Fang Shin. That's fucking cool! Oh, dude, that is fucking awesome! Kiara! That is sick. I love that. Oh my god, that's so fucking cool. That's awesome. That is awesome. It just reminded me. I'm like, where the fuck is Ming? Where is my Ming? I think I know where he is. Sugar Kiss designed the cookies. Oh, no way! Oh my god, wait, that's so cute. Sugar Kiss, incredible work. Oh, that makes them even better. Very nice. Oh, Heated Rivalry. Very nice, very nice. And... oh, Mexico lost. Oh my god. Oh my god! Izzy! Yes! Oh my god, Yeebling Patriarch! Look at Chung Chung! Oh my boy! Oh my god! This is so amazing! Holy shit, look at them! Yes! Dude, thank you so much for drawing them. That's so sweet. That is amazing. I love, love, love them. Oh my god. That's so cool. You captured them perfectly. Ooh, merch from Anime Brazil. Oh. Hualien all around the world. Oh, these are cute. That's so cute. Don't forget, October 3rd. That's awesome. Nice. Thanks for sharing that. Oh, nice. Oh my god. Jung Chung, eat a bag. Ah, we can match. I just took mine apart because I'm rebuilding. Together we can combine forces and have the ultimate Jung Chung eat a bag. That's awesome. That is awesome. I'm glad you feel better, Chuya. Enjoy your ice cream. Oh, an incredible stream schedule posted by someone so very cool. Wow. Oh, very nice. Oh, Horror Girl, last day in Virginia. Tomorrow I'm headed home. Thank goodness. Hey, and the Danmei Book Club bag. Thank you so much for buying that. If you guys would like to buy a Danmei Book Club bag, you can go to Kickter.com. Or if you'd like to buy a Yaoi shirt, you could go to Kickter.com. Oh, Moshan Yu. Wow. Oh my gosh. That is awesome. Wow, incredible work, DT Cat. That's awesome. That is so awesome. Incredible work. And Jamie says, my attempt at drawing Lil Bingha. Ooh, he's so pretty. I love how you did his hair. Oh my god, you guys. So much talent in here. Rogue says, very tempted to get a Yowie shirt to wear under my Reki cosplay for AR. Yeah! Yeah! Yes! Oh my god, what is the ship name for Reki and Longa? What? Why can't I not I'm like, Lecky? Ronga? Renga? Okay, okay. Yeah, Renga. Okay, okay. I'm like, isn't Renga the... Who's the, like, their evil manager in, Oron? This is crazy. The fucking wedding veil? He's kissing the veil? Is that not crazy? Yeah, it's also Renge or Rengi, right? I knew identity theft would bring Fish Yong and me together. No way! Shen Yuan and He Xuan. That is hilarious. They would actually be able to, you know, shake hands over that. That's funny. And Haruhi's dad is Ranka. Oh my gosh. Oh! Peerless Cucumber says, I hope this works as an animation. I tried to make it a GIF. I spent like 12 hours trying to animate this, and I'm pretty happy with how it came out. That is so fucking cute! That is so cute! Oh my god! It's perfect! That is amazing. Oh my god, Peerless Cucumber. Incredible work. That is so, so cute. Oh, I love him. I love an animation. That's awesome. We got some Bingha art. Ooh, very nice. Very nice. And, oh, silent reading. They came. Special edition. Very nice. I hope you enjoy them. Crust Easy. Very nice. Shrimp Shalian, because I wanted to change my profile picture to something TGCF related. Little shrimp with the and then nobody believed in me as a god, and they burned down all my temples, and then I ascended to godhood again. And then I stabbed the emperor and got this this cursed shackle. You know, like the shrimp from Shark Tale? Yes, Rogue! Yes, you got it. Also, yes, Green Yuri is getting an animation. That's crazy. That is so crazy. I'm so excited to see that. Another desk mat. Oh, nice. Oh my god, that's so cute. Big banquet. Everybody's happy. Everybody's alive. Kohaku says, oh, Quinn! Oh my god, Quinn, thank you so much for buying Yowie tank. Oh my god, Quinn, thank you so much. I hope you enjoy it. Yay! We match. Thank you so much. If you guys ever buy my merch and you tag me on Instagram, I'll reply back for sure. Over the weekend, I was wearing this tank top, and I think Moss was also wearing it, and one other person had it as well. It was awesome. Kohaku says, pictures of my outfit, hair, and shoes for the wedding I'm going to today. And happy 4th of July, everyone. Oh, that's a beautiful dress. That's awesome. Cats, cows. Yes. Yes. For a second, I feel like cats, cows, and I kind of look similar. Like in the picture, they were like flexing, and like, I think we have similar hair. I'm like, is that me? Wizard of Moss says, also, do you wash that thing every day? Stitch does do laundry like crazy. Oh, we went to an escape room. That's exciting. Moss says, I also thought they were you. That's so funny. Me and Moss were twins. Not Moss. Me and Cats Cows are twins. Morai says, they are finally together. Yay! And my chickens are no longer terrorized by Lanjan. Incredible. Incredible. Annika says, I also thought they were you. That's so funny. Oh my god. Moss says, I very much don't look like you. But we are twins in Yowie shirt. Crest Easy. Oh, very nice. Yeebling Patriarch X Lum1G. Incredible. Incredible. Oh my god, I love it. I love the sunglasses. That's awesome. In yaoi shirt and humor, yes. Not in blood, but in bond. Oh, they're so cute. Oh my god. Oh, I love the mini dolls so much. Oh my god. Oh, this is your new house. Ooh, very nice. The Danmei Shrine. Oh, nice. I like having these little display things as well. Aw, hey, and Yee's bag. Super cute. That's awesome. Saving my my expensive children from the devilish heat wave. Oh gosh, yeah, I hope nobody's little baby's melted. I will save you, Jansha. Oh my god. Oh my god, put them in the mini fridge. Hannah Seymour! No fucking way! No way! Are you in the chat right now, Hannah? Holy shit. Finally finished the Yeebling Patriarch drawing. Like any good little brother, he made sure to get a picture of Jung Chung nailing a kickflip. Don't look too closely at the low-res Wanji. I also wanted to include what his skateboard design would look like since people like the Jung Chung board so much. This is the best thing I've ever fucking seen, dude. Oh my god. Him just full-on face planting. I don't think he can do a kickflip. Kickflip! That's so awesome. Oh my god. How badass is Jung Chung? And it's all the way to the left, like it was an Instagram story. Holy shit, that's so funny. What? And his board is named whatever. You are the coolest person ever. Oh my god. Hannah, holy shit. That is so fucking cool. Oh my god. And yeah, is that Lum1G with like a briefcase off to the side in his suit? Oh my god, it's everyone from the game. That's so cute. Oh my god. Yes, Jung Chung full on scorpioning. Dude, that's so cool. Oh my god. Oh my god, why he looks so worried in here. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. Getting the mini doll Wei Wuxian is so cute. Cucumber Bro and I both can't stop thinking about Pride of Mortal Demon Way. Hey, there you go. That's awesome. Oh, you got a Barnes & Noble today. So excited. Nice. Oh, wow. You got the Heaven Official's Blessing. Is that the final volume cover of the deluxe edition and the Modazushi deluxe editions and the English manhwa. Very, very exciting. Yeah, that comes out tomorrow. Everything always comes out on a Tuesday. Oh, you bought this little book nook. That's so cute. That is so cute. Oh, Valoraptor, thank you for sending a gift. Yay, thank you. Oh, I'm not big, but thank you so much. That's awesome. Oh, this is awesome. Look at this. You got Lum1G standing on the mountain. That's wicked. Yeah, and this didn't happen. Oh my god. Bumblebees. Shen's Shrine is so cute. Oh my god, the fucking blood. I gotta show Stitch that. That is so good. Oh my god. He's so cute. He's so cute, but he's crazy. That's awesome. Oh, we got... Oh, very nice. Lum1G. Oh, so cute. Oh, very cute. They all have very good personalities. That's awesome. That is awesome. Oh, yeah, the Hualian gift cards. Those are so cute. Yes! R.A. Oh my god! The foot between his legs! Ah! Oh my god, I'm so scandalized! Dude, this is amazing! Oh my god. Yes! Fucking crazy menace. He's got his sunglasses on and he's got another pair on his shirt. And he's all up in his business. Oh my god. That's amazing. And his fucking pink shorts. I'm so glad I decided to give him those. Dude, thank you so much for drawing him. That's so cute. That's so awesome. Makes me so happy seeing that. That's so, so cute. Oh my god. Oh, so cute. Oh my god, little cat in a tunnel. Oh my god. Moss says, I suddenly want to write a fic about the Yeebling Patriarch. You should. Oh my god, you should. The Yeebling Patriarch art and fic writing challenge. Oh my goodness, look at all of these babies. Oh my god. They're all drinking from the bowl at once. We're staring through the window. That's so... Oh my god, that's amazing. That is amazing. Oh my goodness. Flurkin, the cat, and Sebastian. I'm glad to hear that they survived the trip. Did your move all go well, Spazzy? Damn, Robin Astor, that is fucking epic. Holy shit. You have a Danmei Emporium. Moss says, would you say he's a streamer or is he just insta-living his brother's fails to as many friends and followers? Yeah, I think it's just for the love of the game. It's just on Instagram because he can. This looks amazing. Oh my god, these are so fucking cute. Okay, I've recently come to discover I love those little dolls. They're so cute. They're so much easier to like bring everywhere. Oh my god! Oh my god, they're so cute. Oh. Dude. I have 2 figures going in that open space on the right end, and my husband got 1 shelf on top for his figures. That's so cute. Aw, that's awesome. Oh my god, Total Danmei Island, the comic. I can't stop thinking of Lan Chi-Jen. You should go for it. Yes! Yes! Oh, brother. Moving, Spazzy. Oh, moving sucks. Oh, very cute babies. Just another. Quinn. Oh, some more babies. Wasabi and Panda. The bow tie is very cute. Oh my goodness. Very cute. Oh, nice. More heated rivalry. Very nice, RA. Yes, these were pot stickers from the previous stream. And, oh, sweet wall. Oh, I love that fucking huge poster. That's wicked. That's awesome. Nice Eda bag. Love that huge poster. I love the colors on that. Oh, nice. And Weebmeister Zuko cosplay with the build sheet. This is really cool. I love it when people do this. That is awesome, dude. Oh my god, I love the like, I don't know what you call that, but the fire effect looks fucking awesome. Oh, I love seeing this. Having it laid out like that, that's really cool. That is awesome. Kit Post says, I made White No Face and he fell for mooching. Oof. That's funny. Moss says, I keep seeing the JJK blind box Labubu things and yelling at my brother, it's a trap! I'm not gonna get one because it's a trap! They were $30 and I stayed strong since your luck sucked. I see them everywhere now, too. When I originally was buying them, I was buying them from this one store and they were so expensive. And now they're everywhere. It would be a lot easier to get the one you want now, I think. poster in the background was Jung Chung. I thought it was Shinobu from Demon Slayer and was like, that's so random that character has it. Oh my god. Yeah, hey, you found it! Yeah, that's one of my favorite posters ever. Oh, Christeasy says, thanks, Sugarkiss, for being generous enough to gift memberships during the stream. I've now spent over 2 hours binging members-only content. Quite a fun time. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad you've been enjoying it. That's awesome. Oh my goodness, your lazy dog, Wrigley. Oh, Wrigley, that's so cute. And we're all caught up to Chow Chow. Incredible. Thank you guys for sharing so much over the weekend. The artist is Frogwell, and they also did some of the prints from the AX post. Oh, no fucking way! Oh my god, that's awesome. Wow, I have good taste. Nice. You got some ice cream. I'm glad you got it. Yay, you got the Dairy Queen. I'm glad to have the update. Oh, nice. Alien stage. Oh, you got the one you wanted. That makes me so happy. I'm so glad. Yay! Okay, guys, we're all caught up. And I think that means we can get into some reading. We can log a whole hour of some reading. I'm going to just quickly get a tiny little snack, and I'll be right back. And we'll start reading right at 6. Hey, T is here. T says, unsure how active I can be today because of other stuff. Watch me have no self-control and make a liar of myself. But I wanted to ask, do we think Yu listens to Imagine Dragons just for the name? Oh my god. That's, yes. Yes, he does. He definitely loves Imagine Dragons. That's incredible. Okay, I'll be right back. So many chairs in here. I'm actually gonna crank my air conditioner for a second. And we're back. I have a cold teddy and a Diet Pepsi. Oh, it's so cold. Oh my god. I'm ready. Because it is so hot. All right. Let's jump in. It is a Diet Peepus. this long until book 6. Whoa! Anime! Ah! 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 1 and 2 and 3 and... Ah! Thank you so much, Orion's Belt, for donating. Orion's Belt says, don't be so super active in chat because I need to finish my fanfic. However, I think it's fun that the being patriarch is like, AU where Wushin is cool. Yes. Thank you so much for donating. I love what we have created together. The Yeebling patriarch. I was like, where did it go? All right. Crustacean says, I need to head out now, but thanks for appreciating my art. It's probably more incoming as I catch up on TGCF and continue growing my Instagram. That is awesome. Keep drawing. I want to see it. All right. We're in the middle of this, like, super sad story. Wah, Kate, thank you so much for donating. More money for the Quoshi Fund. Okay, we're at $15 now. I gotta write this down. I'm writing down Quoshi Fund. Kate. Thank you so much, Kate. Thank you, Kate. Okay. Yes. It is Gaga time. Where we left off? Okay, yeah, we're in the middle of learning about Yin Yu's backstory. Because, you know, Yin Yu is a banished heavenly official, and he's working for Hua Cheng, so something weird has happened there. And he seems to have a very complicated history with Chuan Zhen. Chuan Zhen seems to be someone who does not understand social cues or norms. He's extremely gifted, and he works very hard, and he is also getting special treatment, and the people around him do not appreciate it. And Yin Yu seems to kind of be, you know, in his corner, helping him out as his friend. But Yin Yu is also a big people pleaser at this point in the flashback. He's trying to keep the peace between everyone, and it's not working. And you can see that this is building up into this frustration and perhaps even a resentment. And so much so that Shanlian thought that he was maybe even going to murder Chuan Zhen with the Earthmaster shovel. But right now we're still in the past, I believe, learning about how Yin Yu is basically dealing with Chuan Zhen. Yeah, Orion. I know what you mean. It's tough. It's like a very... I'm very curious if MXTX ever, like, experienced this themselves, you know? Because it's a tough situation. You're gonna see how it fucking ends, and it's crazy. Alright. Because also, right now, for example, Chuan Zhen is like, this whole ascension thing kind of sucks. I don't like it up in heaven. Why don't we just descend? And Yin Yu is like, do you know how hard it was to ascend? And Chuan Zhen's just like, I don't care. Yin Yu tried instead. It's because ascension is really hard. Since it didn't come easily and we finally made it here, I want to try and do better. Chuan Zhen, however, didn't think much of that reason. Ascension isn't that big of a deal. It doesn't matter if you don't ascend. Yin Yu found him both exasperating and a little funny. What do you mean it's no big deal? Why don't you give it a try then? Watching up to this point, Shanlian commented, people really shouldn't make jokes like that so casually. Indeed, Hua Cheng said. Half a year later, he won't find it so funny when Chuan Zhen actually ascends. Can we watch that part too? Shanlian asked. We can. Hold on, Hua Cheng replied. The scene changed. It was still the heavenly capital, but the occasion was a banquet beneath the moon. Shanlian watched for a moment. The Mid-Autumn Banquet, he wondered aloud. That's right, Hua Cheng said. Where's Blackwater hiding this time? Just look for whoever's eating. At the banquet, every heavenly official was busy making toasts, greeting the others, or playing games. There was only one exception, a person whose face was practically buried in the giant bowl in front of him. This time, Hushuen wasn't hiding. He was openly sitting in the corner in the guise of the Earthmaster, but still, no one noticed him there. Quinn, thank you so much for donating, Quinn. Quinn says, in my Tomodachi life, Blackwater lives in a coral reef room. That's awesome. I want to see the coral reef. Thank you again for donating. That's awesome. Yin Yu and Jian Yu were seated next to the Earth Master. Their assigned seats were considered the edge of the banquet. Yin Yu wasn't eating or talking to anyone. Next to him, Jian Yu muttered under his breath, "Thank God that insane stinking brat didn't come." Yin Yu heard him and whispered back, "He's been ascended for a while now. You shouldn't let others hear you talk about him like that, so be more mindful." "It's the truth. Am I wrong to speak it?" Jian Yu said. "So what if he ascended? His brain won't get any smarter no matter how many centuries he lives." As they conversed, a new group of heavenly officials arrived and began to seat themselves. They were mostly new faces, and they welcomed each other with simple greetings. A heavenly official inquired offhandedly, "And this lord is?" Another heavenly official gave an offhanded answer. "This is the martial god who rules the West." Hearing this, the heavenly official who made the inquiry instantly grew more enthusiastic and stood up to make a toast. Oh! What an honor! I've long heard your great name, my lord." Yin Yu quickly stood up as well, smiling. "Please, it hasn't been long." "Oh, don't be so humble, my lord," the heavenly official replied. "I've indeed heard so much about you. I've long heard that His Highness Qi Ying of the West is young and capable, and that he has already earned the deep love of his devotees only a few years after his ascension. You even made it to the top 10 in this year's Mid-Autumn Battle for the Lanterns. You dominate the West. Your status is immovable. Your future is boundless. Boundless, I say. Seeing my lord today, you seem a bit older than I imagined, but still fairly young and worthy to be praised as capable. Young and capable." The smile on Yin Yu's face froze, and the matter of whether the toast should be accepted became extremely awkward. The other party fervently continued to try and build a connection, even addressing him like they were brothers. Guy, thank you for being a member for 21 months. Guy says, my community post didn't send properly. Oh well. Kicked her on my Tomodachi life is pregnant again. Like the Omega she is. Dang fair. Me? I'm pregnant? Oh God. I'm not pregnant. Leo has been a member for 21 months. Thank you so much, Leo as well. And says, getting super close to 2 years. That's crazy. I can't wait to meet you guys in person at any revel. Yeah, I'm so excited to see you too, Leo. That's gonna be wicked. Kichter does give birth to stream babies like every other week. I deliver the stream babies. That's so funny. I'll be honest, I rarely meet people who I like, but Brother Chuen, you feel so much like family. My domain is also in the West, so my brother, as long as you think well of me, by all means, let me know if you have any needs in the future. We should all help each other out, eh? Ha ha ha. Rogue. He laughed heartily, and those nearby who knew Yin Yu laughed heartily as well. So right now, this guy's thinking that Yin Yu is 20 Gen. Shailian could almost cross through time and feel the suffocating awkwardness in the air. Jian Yu's face was growing dark from rage, but Yin Yu was still somewhat composed. While his hand trembled for a second, he managed to steady himself. Unfortunately, just as he was about to clear away this misunderstanding, someone called out. Qi Ying is here! Guy, what is my firstborn named? Ollie? Name my secondborn Pop Shove It. A commotion started at the other end of the banquet, and the heavenly official next to Yin Yu was shocked. Huh? You're not His Highness Qi Ying? Only then did the others explain through their laughter, their hands hugging their bellies. You got the wrong person, my brother. Did you forget? There are 2 martial gods ruling the West. One is Yin Yu, and the other is Qi Ying. They're Shishong and Shidi of the same sect. The one in front of you is His Highness Yin Yu. Ha ha ha. Oh, I've got the wrong person. How embarrassing. Ha ha, I'm too ill-informed and have only heard about Qi Ying, the heavenly official quickly said. He trailed off, but Yin Yu had already closed his eyes like he was too tired for words and had given up on socializing. Someone had noticed things were not going well and elbowed the heavenly official, and only then did he notice that what he said was hurtful. He laughed awkwardly to smooth things over, then cleared his throat. I'll take my leave now, Your Highness Yin Yue. No, Your Highness Yin Yu. Let's get together again sometime. Happy mid-autumn. Ha ha ha. That was so awkward. While he said he was taking his leave, he raised his cup and headed in the direction that was cheering on 20 Gen's arrival. At the other end of the banquet, there was already a large crowd of heavenly officials fighting to greet 20 Gen. The surrounding crowd had completely blocked the person in the center from sight. It appeared this was soon after 20 Gen ascended and established his own palace. He was at the height of his popularity in heaven, in contrast to how he was disliked by most of the present court. Although the two were both the martial gods of the West, he was significantly more prominent than Yin Yu. The attendees all swarmed over, leaving the table where Yin Yu sat empty and quiet. Only He Xuan remained there, drinking his soup. It was awkward whether he stood or sat. Shortly after, Yin Yu abruptly said, "Let's head back." The two left their seats, and no one noticed. Jian Yu was outraged. Bunch of brown-nosers, and their heavenly officials no less. Back when that brat first joined the upper court, they gave him the cold shoulder and complained to you about him all day, every day. Now look at them. The brat ascends and gets some lanterns, and now they praise him to the skies. They change their attitude faster than a flipping page. Immovable status, they say. Young and capable, they say. His devotees are all insane, just like him. Only idiots would worship someone with brain damage. Oh, jeez. Just then, Xi Qingxuan walked over with a cup of wine. "Don't say any more. Let's get..." Sorry, that was my Xi Qingxuan voice. This is Yin Yu. "Don't say any more. Let's get out of here," Yin Yu hissed. Jian Yu finally shut his mouth when he saw someone approaching. Xi Qingxuan was puzzled. "Yin Yu, are you heading back? Didn't Qi Ying just get here? I recently heard him say that he hasn't seen you in a long while. He even asked me what you've been up to. Aren't you going to go catch up with him a little?" Yin Yu forced a smile. "No, I'm not feeling well, so I'm heading out." Xi Qingxuan didn't think too deeply on it and laughed cheerfully at the sight of the Earth Master sitting behind them. "Then you go and rest easy, and we'll get together next time. Ming Xiang, I told you not to sit all the way over here! Come over to my table." Beef leaf, the beef leaf crumbs. The beef leaf crumbs! Ah! Jian Yu waited until Xi Qingxuan walked away and stopped paying attention to them before he continued to grumble. "Catch up my ass. That brat won't be smug for long. He'll suffer a crushing defeat soon enough. I eagerly await the day." I miss my wife, Tails. I mean, it just goes to show, like, seeing all these little interactions with them, like, Beef Leaf, they've been friends for a long time. It's not just like Xi Qingxuan was like, "Oh, you random fellow cultivator, come with me to the Banyue Pass," and they're not actually best friends. It's like, they are fucking best friends, man. It's like, why do you think it took He Xuan so long to enact his revenge? Because he was in love with her. He kept grousing, aggravating Yin Yu's silent frustration. "Just drop it and stop being so resentful." Drop it. That's all you say. Drop it," Jian Yu complained. "How can I drop this? When he first came here, he would have been kicked out almost immediately if it wasn't for you always going around and wiping his ass and smoothing things over for him. I really can't watch this anymore. I'm frustrated for you." And Kate, "Think about wife." Regret. That's like my favorite video. The two swiftly returned to the palace of Yin Yu. Compared to the exceptional liveliness seen at the palace's grand opening ceremony, the halls were now desolate and deserted, with only a few lower-ranked officials milling around. After closing the gates, Yin Yu's voice grew louder. "Don't say any more. I don't want to hear it. It's very normal for an ascended heavenly official to establish a palace, so he didn't do anything wrong. Since you get irritated just talking about him, why must you constantly bring him up?" "Please don't think that I'm speaking out of turn, but someone must remind you. Yin Yu, The West is only so big, and there are only so many devotees. He's already taken so much. That Wolf Yao kill should have been yours, but he stole it. Look at the state of you now. Your domain's shrinking smaller and smaller. How much do you have left? Can you maintain your standing if he keeps this up? Ooh, someone write the Wolf Yao fic. The Chuan Yin Wolf Yao fic. How is what he's done theft? It's not like he's forcing anyone to worship him at knife point. Everyone's willing. Besides, that Wolf Yao... Yin Yu sighed and said frankly, I couldn't have defeated it. It was useless praying to me, so of course they went to him. I'm worried that if this fight continues, he'll win and leave us with nothing, Jian Yu said bitterly. Fuck, even those lower-ranking officials only care about their own advancement, each one of them coming up with empty excuses to quit and then slipping away to serve another heavenly official. What a bunch of no-good asshats! Yin Yu sighed again and sat down on a prayer cushion. What fight are you talking about? Why care for such things? Those who want to leave will always leave in the end, and those who want to stay will naturally remain. I didn't ascend to fight for power with anyone, nor squabble over domains, nor quarrel, so why can't you let this go? One mountain has no room for two tigers, or so they say, and one need only look at the present example for proof. Feng Xin and Mu Qing were both stationed in the south and had been at each other's throats for years. Things might have been a little better if they weren't in the same territory, but enemies are destined to meet, and one's domain is where one is renowned and ascends. After ascension, the people from one's past mortal life will often end up crowding together, in and below the heavens, as gods, as humans. Life is just awkward like that. There was no reason for Chuanizhen to abandon the West and move to a different territory. The two were in the middle of their argument when someone banged loudly on the doors. Who is it? Jian Yu called out. It's me, the person outside replied. Jian Yu turned angrily to Yin Yu and hissed under his breath. Why'd that stinking brat come knocking? Yin Yu gestured for him to go to the back of the palace, and he schooled his expression before moving to open the doors. Sure enough, standing outside was Chuanizhen. He seemed to have grown taller since the last time they met. He was now about the same height as when Shailian first met him, and he had finally stopped perching on windows. When Yin Yu spoke, he sounded fairly calm. Yi Zhen, it's you. Aren't you going to attend the mid-autumn banquet? Why have you come here instead? Chuanizhen followed him into the grand hall, and his first words were as blunt as expected. It's my birthday! ... As it turned out, the Mid-Autumn Festival was Chuanizhen's birthday, and he had come looking for his birthday present. Shailian had heard that Yin Yu, as Chuanizhen's Shishong, would always give him a present on his birthday. But with all the awkward incidents lately, there wasn't one that year. Judging by Shi Qingquan's words back at the Mid-Autumn Banquet, Yin Yu had been avoiding him on purpose for some time. Someone with a bit more sensitivity would have noticed when things started avoiding them and stopped giving gifts. They certainly wouldn't have gone to ask for a present in person. Yet here Chuanizhen was, knocking on the door with full confidence, no idea that anything was wrong. Shailian had never witnessed anything more tragically awkward. If he wasn't touching foreheads with Hua Cheng right now, he would have slapped his own face to cover his eyes so he wouldn't have to watch anymore. Yin Yu puffed a dry laugh. That's right. Today's your birthday again. It's been busy here in the palace recently, so... Chuanizhen's eyes widened. There's nothing? Yin Yu seemed to think it wasn't right to leave things like this, so when the words reached his lips, they immediately reversed. No, I didn't forget. It's in the back. Just wait a moment. Chuanizhen sat himself down on the spot, resting both his hands on his knees. He nodded energetically, looking very hopeful. Yin Yu fled to the side chamber, and Jian Yu was sitting there with a grim expression. Of course Yin Yu hadn't prepared a gift, so the moment he entered the room, he started searching through the drawers and dressers, the chests and shelves, but he couldn't find anything appropriate for the occasion. Quick, help me find something that can be temporarily used as a gift, he called out to Jian Yu. Jian Yu grabbed a cleaning rag and threw it onto the ground. He stomped on it twice before saying hatefully, "Give this to him." Jian Yu! Yin Yu berated. This is still more than he deserves, Yen Yu spat. I can't believe he's shameless enough to come asking for a present. He doesn't get it, Yen Yu said, resigned. I've always given him something in the past year. If I don't give him anything this year, it'll seem too deliberate. Anything will do, as long as the intention is there. How about this? Go find me that golden exorcism bracelet we just received. It's not quite appropriate, but at least it's something. He had to urge him a few times before Yen Yu finally stormed off. Yen Yu returned to the grand hall and sat in front of 20 Jen. Just wait for a moment. Things are a bit disorganized right now, so I sent Yen Yu to look for your gift. By the way, what have you been up to lately? Things have been going smoothly, I presume. I heard the number of worshippers of your palace has increased 5-fold the past 2 months. Congratulations. I don't know about any worshippers, Chuan Yi-jen replied. I've just been doing my own thing, and they came crowding into my temples for some weird reason. I killed a wolf yow the other day. Fuck. Yen Yu's smile became stiffer. Chuan Yi-jen so effortlessly managed everything he couldn't. It was like being ignored by a girl you loved, and nothing you did would win her over. And then, when she tearfully ran into someone else's arms, they couldn't even be bothered to spare her a glance. Instead, they turned around and told you she was only average, nothing special. Truly, what a bitter feeling. Chuan Yi-jen rambled for a bit, then suddenly said, I saw you at the Mid-Autumn Banquet. I wanted to talk to you, but you left so quickly. When he finally stopped talking with such excitement about the recent battles in his domain, Yen Yu could finally breathe a sigh of relief. Oh, a little something came up, so I headed back early. Chuan Yi-jen nodded. Someone told me it was because they greeted you as the wrong person. Yen Yu's face dropped at this, but Chuan Yi-jen didn't notice at all, his lips curving upward. That's too funny. So stupid. Shailian couldn't bear to watch this anymore, and he buried his face in Hua Cheng's arms. This is too tragic to watch. Shailian wholeheartedly believed that Chuan Yi-jen genuinely thought it was funny that someone had made such a silly mistake, and that he genuinely did not realize just how unfunny it was to Yen Yu. But that didn't change the fact that he was going to die from suffocation if those two continued this awkward conversation. Thankfully, Yen Yu came around with a gift box before he suffocated. He passed the gift box to Yen Yu and returned to the back of the palace without a word. Yen Yu looked like he had been saved and passed the box on to Chuan Yi-jen. He seemed ecstatic and hopped up on the spot to receive it, but Yen Yu's smile was already laced with fatigue. Why don't you open it back at your place? Chuan Yi-jen nodded. Okay, I'll head back now. Oh, I'm going on the patrol next month. If Xishang is free, come with me. Yen Yu couldn't listen to anything else he said, and he placated him with an offhanded, all right, once he was sent off. Yen Yu came out, cussing and slamming doors. I don't know how I missed that. I'm going back. Shailian couldn't bear to watch anymore, and he buried his face in Hua Cheng's arms. They're like forehead to forehead. I think I, in my head, just pictured Shailian burying his face in his own arms. He's like nuzzling Hua Cheng right now over how awkward this is. Like, Hualien are so touchy-feely right now. It's so cute. Oh my god. I love that, like, you know, they're so intimately alone right now that Shailian is so shameless with Hua Cheng and physical affection. Yeah, they haven't stopped hugging from the beginning. His forehead's like right pressed against him. I feel like I didn't realize it because I know what happens next and I'm like bracing myself for it. I'm like, is it happening here? Is it happening here? Who does he think he is? Did his mother drop him on his head hundreds of times as a child? If not, he came here to mock you on purpose. I don't know about any worshippers. What nonsense. And that patrol, is he trying to show off? How evil. Awesome, Quinn. I'll check it out after. When he yelled this time, Yin-Yu didn't stop him. He silently headed to the back chambers and did not re-emerge. Shaylin could tell instinctively that the gift box 20 Jen had taken was the problem here. Was the brocade immortal in that box? You guessed it, Hua Chung said. Then Jen Yu should have been considered responsible for the brocade immortal incident. Why was Yin Yu's punishment so severe? Shailian asked. Gaga will find out. The next part takes place 3 days later, Hua Chung replied. He said 3 days, and 3 days went by. Rays of sunshine shone startlingly through the quiet palace of Yin Yu. Yin Yu sluggishly walked into the side chambers and started hunting for something. He searched through the chests and delved into the drawers. As he rummaged through a desk, he fumbled out a shining gold bracelet covered in charms and spells. He didn't care about it at first and set it aside, but a moment later he picked it up and called out. Jen Yu? Jen Yu entered the room. What is it? Yin Yu held up the bracelet. Why is the golden exorcism bracelet here? He asked, puzzled. Didn't you give it to him? Didn't I have you wrap this up in a gift box? Jen Yu humphed. Give him a gift? He doesn't even deserve a drop of your spit. Yin Yu was exasperated. You didn't actually give him that foot cleaning rag, did you? Why must you purposely offend him? But Jen Yu only smiled cryptically. I didn't. I gave him something better. His tone was odd, and Yin Yu frowned. What exactly did you give him? The robe you captured last time, Jen Yu replied. Yin Yu's face instantly changed, and he clearly didn't think the situation was so casual anymore. What? I was wondering why I couldn't find it anywhere. That robe can manipulate minds. It can suck blood. He turned to hurry away, but Jen Yu grabbed him. Why so worried? Sure, that thing can manipulate minds, but you're the one who gave it to him, so only you can control him. As for the blood-sucking, maybe it's effective on mortals, but I doubt it'll do anything to a heavenly official. Listen, it's been 3 days, and nothing's happened to him. Yin Yu thought it over. Then he thought it over some more, while pacing back and forth in the side chamber. Besides, isn't that brat capable? Jen Yu continued. Young and capable, right? Let's see just how capable he is. In the end, Yin Yu threw his hands up and sighed. No, we don't know how dangerous that thing is. If anything happens, we're done for. My gosh, how can you take this so lightly? With no regard for Jen Yu's calls, he dashed out. He bumped into many heavenly officials as he rushed to the palace of Qi Ying. When he arrived, the person in question wasn't there, so he grabbed hold of random people and anxiously asked after him. Where is Qi Ying? It's urgent. Where is he? Qi Ying, the other said. His Highness Qi Ying is in a meeting at the Palace of Divine Might. All the top-ranking martial gods of the upper court are there today. Yin Yu didn't stay to hear the rest of the sentence and ran off. It was only after he reached the Palace of Divine Might that he realized he couldn't enter. This meeting had only been summoned by top-ranking martial gods of the upper court, and he hadn't been called. Furthermore, even if he could get in, he wouldn't be able to talk about the matter in front of everyone. He could only wait outside. Shailian glanced through the windows, and sure enough, there were a number of familiar faces listening intently in the hall. Feng Xin, Mu Qing, Pei Ming, and so on. But the person Yin Yu was looking at was Chuan Zhen, who was dressed in impressive, shining armor. There was nothing odd about him. It was instead Ling Wen, who appeared a little odd as she stood next to Jun Wu, who sat on his throne. She was clearly distracted and making frequent mistakes. It grew so noticeable that Junwoo had to speak up. Ling Wen? Ling Wen! He called to her a few times before she snapped out of it. What? Oh, what is it? Junwoo chuckled. Whatever is the matter with you today? You keep staring at Qi Ying. Are you perhaps like me and think that his new armor is quite nice? The martial gods in the hall started laughing. Ling Wen mumbled an apology, subtly wiping away the cold sweat on her forehead. However, the hand that she used to grip her brush seemed to be trembling. If Shailian had been present at the time, he probably would have smiled as well. However, he was perfectly aware now that Ling Wen must have been quite unsettled to see Chuan Zhen confidently wearing the bloody robe that she herself created centuries earlier. Yin Yu paced outside the hall, sometimes squatting, sometimes standing, agitated and jittery. At last, the meeting ended, and Chuan Zhen was the first to come out. When he saw Yin Yu outside, he greeted him. Xishang, why are you here? Yin Yu instantly rose to his feet. He made a few inconsequential remarks, then jumped straight to the point. Your armor. It's great, Chuan Zhen replied. Both the Emperor and Ling Wen complimented it. Thank you, Xishang. ... Yin Yu spoke with forced calm. It's great indeed, but the person who forged the armor said there's a little problem and wants you to bring it in for repairs. If he directly ordered Chuan Zhen to take off the armor, he would risk Chuan Zhen discovering he was being manipulated. It would be bad if the truth was discovered, so Yin Yu couldn't afford for him to notice anything amiss. Thus, he could only make the request in such a roundabout way. However, this meant that Chuan Zhen was only puzzled by the demand. What problem? I don't think there are any problems. After all, it was also awkward to ask to have a gift returned. Yin Yu was thinking hard on how to counter this statement when Chuan Zhen spoke again. By the way, Xishang, next month we can go out on patrol together. Yin Yu's head shot up and he looked a bit bemused. What? That almost made him forget about the whole business with the Brocade Immortal. He said hesitantly, I don't think my name is on the list for the patrol. Chuan Zhen, however, looked happy and excited. It is. I mentioned you, and the Emperor said he would consider it. ... In that flash of a second, Shalian could almost see the waves of hot blood rushing to Yin Yu's face. Years of built-up resentment and pent-up grievances finally exploded at that very moment. What is wrong with you? Yin Yu yelled. This was the very first time Chuan Zhen had seen Yin Yu so angry, and he blinked as confusion colored his face. A few heavenly officials who were passing by also snuck glances at them. Yin Yu clutched his head. Did I say that I wanted to go? What does the patrol of martial gods have to do with me? I didn't ask you to do it, so who are you to mention me to the Emperor? Outsiders might not know why Yin Yu was losing his cool like this, but Shalian could understand perfectly. After all, this was a great humiliation to any proud martial god. The Patrol of Martial Gods was a ceremony that only the top martial gods of the upper court could participate in. During the procession of this patrol, the chosen martial gods would demonstrate their might by subduing and dispersing evil. Quinn, thank you so much for donating. Quinn says Scum Villain is getting a manga adaptation. I saw that. I don't know too much about it. I feel like there's been so much stuff promised for Scum Villain that I'm uncertain of when to believe in it until I see an image, you know? But I think it was like the license for it or something was exchanged, and that's all we have so far, right? But yes, once it becomes very apparent, I'll be very, very excited for that. Anime Expo did not say it. Oh my gosh, Sugar Kiss, thank you so much! Thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships! Oh my gosh, thank you, Sugar Kiss! Unless some, like, brand new news just came out. Thank you, Sugar Kiss. And welcome Palova and Perrin and Lame Sky and Kina and Muchiros. Thank you so much. Thank you again, Sugar Kiss. Okay. Okay, so Yin Yu is really upset that Chuan Zhen embarrassed him. Okay, the Patrol of Martial Gods was a ceremony that only the top martial gods of the upper court could participate in. During the procession of this patrol, the chosen martial gods would demonstrate their might by subduing and dispersing evil. Not only could this help spread their names and expand their base of worshippers, but there were also opportunities to spar with the other participating martial gods to improve their skills and build relationships. It was a grand affair by any estimation, and there were extensive prerequisites for the martial gods in attendance, a prominent foundation in high-level skills, for example, or having at least 4,000 temples, or ranking in the top 10 of the Mid-Autumn Banquet. With Yin Yu's qualifications, he wasn't eligible to participate in the patrol of martial gods. Even if he could attend and was able to gain from it, those who knew his status would gossip. Those with thick skin might not care. There were countless small-time heavenly officials who would fight to squeeze themselves in. But Yin Yu clearly wasn't thick-skinned. He knew deep down that he wasn't qualified, so how could he possibly depend on someone else's connection and force himself in? And that someone else was Chuan-Yi-Zhen, who had once depended on him to escape expulsion from heaven. Chuan-Yi-Zhen didn't understand it all. He probably thought he had done a good deed. He had mentioned Yin Yu, and that was all. He didn't think there could be problems beyond that. However, Yin Yu looked truly furious, and for the first time, Chuan-Yi-Zhen seemed to want to say something, but he stopped, looking like he didn't dare. A moment later, he managed to mumble, "Shishang, are you mad? Did I do something wrong?" ... Those words again. Shalian practically wanted to beg him to stop talking. As for Yin Yu, veins popped on his forehead. He was teetering on the edge of a breakdown, and he pulled at his own hair. "Enough! I've had enough! I'm going mad! I'm going fucking mad because of you!" Then he pointed at the Palace of Divine Might. "Chuan-Yi-Zhen, stop talking to me! Go and take back your recommendation right now! Stop adding to my troubles! Do it! Right this second!" Chuan-Yi-Zhen instantly turned and dashed back into the Palace of Divine Might without another word. Yin Yu blinked, and only then did he remember that Chuan-Yi-Zhen was still wearing the brocade immortal. His actions weren't because he knew himself to be wrong and wanted to rectify things, but because he was being controlled. Within the Palace of Divine Might, the few martial gods who hadn't left watched in confusion as Chuan-Yi-Zhen came blazing back in. Yin Yu stood outside the hall, trembling slightly, and he yelled again, "Stop!" Chuan-Yi-Zhen had almost made it to Junwu when he abruptly halted and came to a hard stop. It took a good moment before he came to, bewildered. "What was up with me just now?" Junwu knitted his brows. "Qi-Ying, do not move. Come here and let me take a look at you. Your eyes were unfocused and you are surrounded by an evil aura. It seems you have been bewitched by an evil spell." Chuan-Yi-Zhen scratched his head, feeling confused. "All right." And then he moved forward. Without any choice, Yin Yu had to yell another command. "Come back! Leave!" Chuan-Yi-Zhen turned around the moment he gave the order, madly running out of the hall in Yin Yu's direction. Perhaps it was because rage had rattled his mind. Perhaps he had gone crazy from distress. But the few moves Yin Yu had made were all extremely terrible. Yin Yu himself also started running in confusion, looking very much like a fleeing criminal. Junwu couldn't possibly pretend he didn't see, so he rose to his feet. "Bring them both down!" The martial gods all acknowledged him. "Yes, my lord!" Yin Yu was falling deeper into despair, his mind in complete disarray, and he roared while covering his face with his hands. "Leave! Leave right now! Take off your clothes!" Chuan-Yi-Zhen's eyes were wide and blank, and he stripped off his armor in the middle of a mad dash. A group of martial gods surrounded them halfway and attempted to arrest them outright. Seeing that there were people obstructing him from obeying his orders, ferocity flashed in Chuan-Yi-Zhen's eyes. Taking the dozen martial gods in his sights as his targets, his fists flew out and punched a chain of holes right through them. "Ah! Murder! Murder in the upper court!" Screams echoed through the air as blood had spilled. Yin Yu was already petrified, his face white as a sheet. Only Ling Wen wore a face paler than his. He had never imagined that the brocade immortal was so powerful, so incredibly evil. This had gone completely out of control. The lower-ranking official that had charged forward to apprehend him couldn't block Chuan-Yi-Zhen's fists, and they were all completely annihilated on the spot. Seeing how perilous the situation had gotten, Feng Xin, Pei Shui, and Lan Zhenqiu all leapt up and to surround Chuan-Yi-Zhen, ready to attack. Ignore him, Yin Yu cried. Don't touch him, he won't kill anymore. As long as they didn't prevent 20 Gen from completing his orders, he wouldn't harm anyone. But 20 Gen had already killed over a dozen martial officials, so who would let him run free? Of course no one believed Yin Yu's words. If he were someone who reacted quickly and remained calm in emergencies, he would have shouted, "Drop to the ground, surrender and don't move," or a similar command. But things were happening so quickly, and there was no time to react. Yin Yu had probably never experienced a situation like this, and he was already in distress, his decision-making ability completely broken. With just one misstep, they had been sent careening down a terrible path. He was still wholly distracted by his confusion when Mu Qing suddenly appeared behind him. Trying to get away? Only then did Yin Yu realize he was also fleeing with no direction in mind. He quickly halted, trying to explain himself. I wasn't... Mu Qing's such a bitch. But Mu Qing didn't wait for him to finish before he twisted his arm behind his back. Xialian heard a crisp crack and Yin Yu's face twisted. As a martial god, being subdued by another martial god whose abilities and strength were greater was a double whammy, a blow to both the body and the mind. Pei Ming was watching the fight without participating, and he commented from the back, "Why is it like his strength suddenly exploded?" He was referring to 20 Gen. It was only natural. 20 Gen was already very capable in combat, and his power had increased twofold while wearing the brocade immortal. When the other martial gods faced him one-on-one, it was actually 2 against 1. He had an unfair advantage. But since no one knew the truth, they were too embarrassed to attack him in a group. Wouldn't that be pathetic? So 20 Gen fought his way down the main street of the heavenly capital, covered in blood from head to toe. When he saw a palace on the road, he barged right in head first. "He's entered the palace of Yin Yu!" the crowd shouted. The command Yin Yu gave him was to leave, but he didn't say where to go, so 20 Gen chose somewhere at random. Several martial gods followed him inside. Since everyone else was clear of mind, they held back while fighting 20 Gen, but he didn't care and fought with all he was worth against anyone who obstructed his orders. This apparent callousness enraged the other martial gods. "There's something wrong with this brat," Feng Xin barked. "Let's beat him down first and talk later." The moment Feng Xin shouted, the other gods lost their reservations. They wouldn't show restraint any longer. They all rushed in and surrounded him to beat him to a pulp. Swords swung, palms blasted, fists flew, legs kicked, and with a loud rumble, half of the already deteriorating palace of Yin Yu collapsed. Yin Yu was still being restrained by Mu Qing, but his eyes bulged and he cried out when he saw his palace falling apart around the brawl. "Please stop fighting!" That would never stop the other martial gods, but 20 Gen heard his order and his fists stopped. Now he'd done it. All those swords, blasts, fists, and kicks rained down hard on him. Another tragedy. Lang Chengqiu didn't have the time to halt the swing of his greatsword, and it struck deep into 20 Gen's shoulder. Thank goodness his sword was dull and that he was able to quickly pull back his strike. At least 20 Gen wasn't sliced in half. "Stop fighting! I don't think he can move anymore!" Lan Chengqiu shouted. Feng Xin wiped the blood off his face. "Fucking finally!" 20 Gen lay stiffly on the ground like he'd been trussed up with rope. Mu Qing tied Yin Yu's wrists with an actual immortal binding rope before letting him go. Yin Yu fell to the ground in a daze, and he stared dumbly at the mess that was left of his palace of Yin Yu. After taking in the room, his gaze fell back onto 20 Gen, who had dropped to the floor in front of him. 20 Gen clearly had a very stubborn life force. Even after being beaten by a pulp by several martial gods and pulverized beyond recognition, he didn't lie still for long before suddenly sitting up straight, clearly confused. "What's going on?" ... Yes, T about Mu Qing. Yes. The martial gods were going to go mad from rage. They all shouted at the same time, "You're in big trouble now!" Ling Wen had been following behind and watching closely, and she finally exhaled, her face still pale. She somehow had the presence of mind to coordinate help and raised 2 fingers to her temple as she called out to the spiritual communication array. "Medical officials, emergency aid, now!" 20 Gen was still very confused. When he turned his head and saw Yin Yu sitting on the ground, he crawled to his feet, seeming to want to help him up. At the sight of that completely oblivious fate, oblivious face paired with the background of his smashed divine palace, Yin Yu was speechless. However, his face was slowly contorting. Chuan-Yi-Jen didn't remember anything of what had transpired. Xishang, what are you doing? ... It was as if Yin Yu had lost all sanity. He puffed an abrupt laugh, his eyes brimming red, then cried, Chuan-Yi-Jen, why don't you just go die? Go die, will you? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Orion's Bell, thank you for donating. Orion says, Chuan-Yi-Jen is so normal in the present despite all this. Yes. Yes, indeed. Hearing that cry, Shalian's eyes went wide, as did those of the many heavenly officials present. Upon receiving the order, Chuan-Yi-Jen took immediate action without a second thought. He grabbed a sword off the ground, and with the sword in one hand and the other yanking his own head up by the hair, he aimed for his own throat. The moment he moved, the martial gods assumed that he was going to make a sneak attack, so they leapt dozens of meters away to get out of his reach. They never expected him to slit his own throat, and by then it was too late for them to snatch the sword away. They all roared at him. Yin Yu was also shocked, but he hadn't yet come to his senses and could only avert his gaze. Mere seconds before blood could splatter, Junwoo's figure suddenly flashed behind Chuan-Yi-Jen. Crack, 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 crack! All 4 of Chuan-Yi-Jen's limbs were dislocated in an instant. Junwoo then chopped precisely at the back of Chuan-Yi-Jen's neck, knocking him unconscious and sending him tumbling backward to the ground in a heap. He was broken beyond recognition, so wrecked he looked like a pool of blood and pulp. Everyone, Shalian included, sighed a breath of relief. Everyone except Junwoo. Junwoo turned around to regard Yin Yu. His expression was gravely solemn, showing neither rage nor joy. With things having progressed thus, I trust you have an explanation? Yin Yu's head was buried in his hands, and he subconsciously looked up at the question. I don't know anything. It wasn't me. It's... His whole body jolted midway through his rambling, like he had only just realized what had come out of his mouth. He had told Chuan-Yi-Jen to go die in front of so many witnesses, and Chuan-Yi-Jen had tried to do it. It was impossible not to notice something amiss. Kate says Junwoo breaking all his bones to save him is a little funny. It is. It is. Mega version of the Vulcan neck pinch. Yes. Mu Ching spoke up because he fucking had to give his 2 cents. My lord, Qi Ying's reaction indicates that he must have been cursed with some wicked spell. There must be something forcing him to follow Yin Yu's commands, but we don't know exactly what it is. Ling Wen naturally knew exactly what had caused this, but she didn't dare speak a word from where she stood in the crowd. Coordinating helping hands on the scene was the most she could do. Something like that exists? Lin Chinchou said in disbelief. Someone pushed through the crowd to rush forward. It was Jian Yu. It was obvious that he had been looking for Yin Yu before returning to the palace, and that he didn't yet know what had happened. What are you all doing? What happened to the palace of Yin Yu? How did this happen? Who smashed it up? Junwoo languidly approached Yin Yu. How are you controlling him? His tone was not harsh, but it carried a suffocating, oppressive air of authority. Being looked down upon from so high above struck fear into one's heart. Shalian had certainly made many major mistakes, but he had never seen Junwoo like this before. It seemed he really had let Shalian off easy back then and treated him with unusual kindness. How strange. As far as Shalian could tell, Yin Yu didn't have strong composure to begin with, and his ability to react in stressful situations was weak. At a time like this, with his mind already a mess, he was already less capable of giving an answer. Seeing that he wasn't responding, Junwoo said, "Just as well, even if you do not answer. I already know. It is that armor, correct?" He was done for. Finished. Doomed. Yin Yu sat on the ground, clutching his head anew as waves of talk crashed down all around him. "Astonishing! Over all my centuries in heaven, I have never witnessed anything more inconceivable." Yes, local rogue. Yes. A heavenly official. Manipulating another heavenly official to slaughter without reservation, he made him murder over a dozen officials and then told him to kill himself. How vile. When Zhen Yu discovered that something so major had happened, his face also blanched. Still, he gritted his teeth and charged forward from the crowd to kneel on the ground. "My lord, that armor it was me who gave it to Chuanizhen. It had nothing to do with Yin Yu." Only then did Yin Yu stir. "Zhen Yu," he croaked. Zhen Yu braced himself and cried loudly. "I only wanted to teach that brat a lesson, but I didn't think that it would cause something so horrible." Chuanizhen was still unconscious, lying in a pool of his own blood. The medical officials who had rushed to the scene surrounded him, as did the rest of the crowd. "I've always hated that brat, but Yin Yu has always treated him with courtesy. Many here can bear witness to this. He didn't know anything about the armor," Zhen Yu said. But it was too late at this point. No one would believe that Yin Yu wasn't involved. Instantly, someone piped up. "You're only a low-ranking official in the palace of Yin Yu, yet you already hate him to the point of where you mean him harm? It's easy to imagine that the heavenly official you serve isn't any better." There were even those who taunted them. "He didn't know anything? If he didn't know anything, why would he tell him to go die? Are you here trying to tell us he was joking?" It could have been argued that Yin Yu's reactions were understandable, that he had become flustered by distress, but those last words negated everything. Go die. Those words had doomed him to condemnation. Man, I feel so bad for Yin Yu. Ugh. Achoo! Achoo! Oh my gosh. When Ling Wen first told Shalian this story, she'd said that Yin Yu played a prank. Shalian could now appreciate that she'd said that to cover for Yin Yu. Zhen Yu couldn't believe it. "What? Stop talking nonsense. How could he have said anything of the sort? He's always been perfectly polite with that brat, so why would he tell him to go die? Yin Yu, you didn't say it, right? You didn't say anything like that. You wouldn't have said it." But Yin Yu didn't answer him. He closed his eyes instead. The onlookers were speechless at the sight of Zhen Yu refusing to concede the truth. "We all heard it with our own ears. How can it be denied?" "There must have been an misunderstanding," Zhen Yu exclaimed anxiously. "There's so much you don't know." "No matter the understanding, and no matter what we know, I don't think there's any matter so severe that it should make someone want to kill their own Shidi." Yin Yu and Zhen Yu were both silenced by this. Thus the heavenly officials on the sidelines continued their commentary. "I heard that ever since Chuanizhen went solo and established his own palace, the people of Yin Yu stopped caring for him. Every time Chuanizhen visited, they always gave excuses and said no one was around. I was confused at first, but it turns out it was because they couldn't stand him." Huh. Speaking of, didn't someone mistake him for Chuanizhen at the Mid-Autumn Banquet the other day? I saw how upset he was at the time. Those were undeniable truths, but they led to the wrong conclusion. "Oh, I know about that incident too. It was pretty awkward, but it still wasn't bad enough to justify harming someone. Yeah, that's a little too small-minded." Zhen Yu's eyes were going red, and he shouted, "I already said that His Highness had nothing to do with this. I'm the one who committed the crime. I admitted to everything, so what are you all still going on about?" But at this point, there was no hope of clearing Yin Yu's name. In the other's eyes, this only proved that Yin Yu had a malicious but loyal subordinate, and one argument alone was enough to shut down all his defenses. Well, there was only one person who told Jenny Jen to go die. Things were becoming more and more heated. Take them both away, Junwu said grimly. Lingwen, stay here and watch over Qi Ying. Lingwen inclined her head to acknowledge the command, and Junwu stalked out of the palace of Yin Yu, with his hands clasped behind him. Several martial officials pulled the heart-stricken Yin Yu to his feet. Let it go, Jen Yu. Don't say any more. Jen Yu was also pulled to his feet and bound with a mortal binding rope. It's always let it go with you. This time you absolutely must not let it go, he cried. Let it go and you're finished. You'll be banished for sure. But Yin Yu only sighed. Let it go. If I'm banished, then so be it. Even if I stay here, it doesn't mean anything. Oh, no. Oh. You should have never ever cursed him, Jen Yu cried bitterly. Just those 2 words, and you lost all hope of turning this around. You've never cursed him before, so why did you have to say it now? Of all times, those words. Fuck you, Jen Yu. Jen Yu curses him every 3 seconds. It's like the one time Yin Yu wants to let off a little steam and has an outburst. It was like Yin Yu had aged 10 years in an instant, and his eyes had lost their light. He seemed a little lost, and he shook his head. I don't know why either. At the time, I was just... I don't want to argue anymore. They started to take him away, but he'd only stumbled a few steps when Jen Yu suddenly cried out, Why? Everyone turned to look at him. It's not like you didn't work as hard, Jen Yu cried. You're stronger than him by 10,000-fold, better than him by 1,000,000-fold. 20 Jen is nothing. So what if I hate him? Why is he like that, and you're like this? Why isn't he the one who gets banished? He gritted his teeth hatefully, hating with every bit of genuine emotion he could muster, so absolutely filled with hate that tears rolled down his cheeks. There were many times when hard work just wasn't enough. People he knew that deep down, but he just couldn't accept it. Perhaps he knew that deep down, but he just couldn't accept it, unable to swallow his resentment. Listening to his cries, Yin Yu couldn't move another step. He buried his face in his hands and slumped to the ground in a heap before the palace of Yin Yu. Enough! I already said not to say any more. Please just let me go, he yelled. He covered his ears and cried until he was hoarse. Please stop reminding me over and over. Stop talking, please. I beg all of you to stop talking. Shailian could not bear to watch this any longer. That's enough. Hua Chung dispersed the scene, and the two gently separated their heads. Oh, man. I feel so bad for Yin Yu. I don't think Yin Yu didn't do anything wrong. Yin Yu, truly did nothing wrong. I think telling 20 Jen to go die, that was just a little outburst. He obviously didn't think that it was gonna make him actually go die. Having been pressed together for so long, Shailian's forehead was a little numb, a little itchy, and overly warm. He wanted to reach up and rub at it, but his limbs couldn't move. Hua Chung seemed to have noticed even this subtle discomfort, and he raised his hand to rub it for him, like it was the most natural thing in the world, before dropping his arm. And if that does not sum up the foil between 20 Jen Yin Yu and Hua Chung and Shailian. Shailian didn't have to say anything. He didn't have to move a fucking muscle. He just had the tiniest little minuscule expression of discomfort, and Hua Chung could pick up on the fact that he wanted his forehead itched. Because Hua Chung's own forehead probably itched a little bit, and he knew that it would ease Gaga's pain. Hua Chung is literally the complete total fucking opposite of 20 Jen. Everything leads back to Hualien. All roads lead back to Hualien. I love that so much. MXTX is such a good writer. That's just beautifully executed. Man, I don't know if on my first read through I was even like thinking of that, but so good. So good. Moss. Oh man. I feel so bad for Yin Yu. I hope he has some good benefits working for Hua Chung though. I don't know. I feel like Yin Yu was like his Shishang and was teaching him for a long time, and Chunny Jen just he just is the way he is. I don't think Chunny Jen could change. And I think it's a case of Yin Yu perhaps should have parted ways from him a long time ago. Because he clearly can't handle it. And perhaps there's another character out there that could match Chunny Jen's freak, you know? But Yin Yu, I think, was caring for him out of guilt and out of like feeling like it was the right thing to do. But it weighed on him like crazy. And you know, like, Yin Yu wasn't ever actually upset about Chunny Jen like besting him. The things that made him the most upset was Chunny Jen not socially realizing the things he was saying to him were hurtful. Like, if Chunny Jen bested him and then, you know, was just like cool about it, they'd just be bros. It's not like Yin Yu was jaded. Yin Yu was personally taking on all these like emotional damage. Yeah, black and green tea. He was not built to be a caretaker. Yes. I truly think that there's probably like another caretaker type of character out there that would be perfect for Chunny Jen. Or, you know, he's an adult now. He doesn't need to be a caretaker or something. But someone that could just find Chunny Jen's like absent mindlessness like adorable, or just like lovely. Let's be like, I love the way he is, but Yin Yu always felt like he was looking out for him, constantly defending him, and I think it was that constant like feeling like he always had to make excuses for him that he truly burnt out. And it was interesting because it's like he had Jan Yu in his corner as the guy that was like, fuck Chunny Jen, you know, he's always like doing all these other things that are better than you, and he just acts like he's better than you. But Yin Yu's frustration towards Chunny Jen did not match Jen Yu's frustration. Like, Jen Yu, it's almost like Jen Yu was mad about all the surface level stuff, and Yin Yu's own frustration stemmed from a very different place. Kate said, I may... in my headcanon, Yin Yu's got a big old lesbian crush on Hua Chung. Because Hua Chung's so motherfucking capable. Like, oh my god, he's like, Hua Chung is capable and he could care for me and I don't have to control everything. Yin Yu picturing his perfect life being cared for by Hua Chung. I mean, you know what? I think it makes sense. I think Yin Yu experienced so much burnout that he's now like, I just need a job where I just get told what to do and I do it. Like, it makes sense why he would go and become like a servant to Hua Chung. Amelia Pond brings up a good point, says, I think if someone could actually walk Chun-Li through what he was doing and why it wasn't helpful, instead of just saying it's fine, it would do wonders for him. That's a good point, too. Yin Yu was not emotionally equipped with the tools to help Chun-Li in a way that probably would have been meaningfully helpful. He thought he was being helpful to him by not wanting Chun-Li to ever feel bad whenever he did something that was, like, you know, weird or whatever. But yeah, I guess he never would have learned from that. Yeah, and of course it's genuinely extremely sad on Chun-Li side too, because he doesn't know that he's doing anything wrong. Like, he truly doesn't know. It's not like he's like, there's no maliciousness at all on Chun-Li side. He got sick of his corporate job, yeah. Rogue says, sparing someone pain or embarrassment is not always what's best for them. You need to know when you've messed up so you can grow. Yeah, and I think Yin Yu held in so much of that because he saw how others were treating him too. It's just tough. It's just a tough situation. Because you could say, like, well, Yin Yu was being told by other people what to do, and or not Yin Yu, that Chun-Li was being told what to do by others, and Yin Yu was the one that was kind of just like the kind older brother to him that always told him, don't listen to them, you know? Yeah. It's just sad. It's sad because it's tough. I am excited to see what things are like with them in the future now, because I don't remember. Black and Green Tea says, it's like when you make a mistake at work and they say, why didn't you ask if you were confused? Be like, I wasn't confused. Hannah! Dude! Yes! Oh my god, you gotta go back in the stream. I lost my fucking mind over your art. That was the best thing ever. Oh my god. I loved it so much. Thank you so much for drawing them. That was amazing. Arias Drunk says, I think he wanted to exchange spiritual energy with Yin Yu. Oh, yeah, something like that happens, doesn't it, right? More of Yin Yu being exasperated and Chun-Li being baby. Oh, God. Oh, God. I don't know how much more of them I can take. Local Rogue says, definitely very heartbreaking, nuanced stories like that always get me. Yeah, I know, it is very nuanced. It's very, like, everybody in the chat seems to, like, know, either been on either side of those relationships or know someone like that, and it's just such like such a human experience in this story of, like, gods, you know. Yeah, I literally just shared, like, a Chun-Yin comic to my story. Right now I feel like I can't ship them. It's just like, it's just, like, so frustrating. Yeah, Jaded Chaos, 100%, 100%. Yin Yu didn't want to hurt him. Yin Yu did not want to hurt Chun-Li at all, and he saw other people constantly trying to hurt him, and Chun-Li being hurt by others, so he wanted to be the person that didn't hurt him, and then in the end, it culminated into a giant explosion. The ending makes you want to die for the ship. Okay. I'm excited to keep reading. Ooh, fuck. Orion's belt, that was probably for the best. Oh man, I have my hurt my shoulder. Alright, guys. We will be back tomorrow at the same time to keep reading. We're back with Hualien after that mess. But Ryan says, I think Junwoo was waiting for an opportunity to break every limb in someone's body. Okay. Junwoo was hot in that scene when he was like, so are you gonna tell me how this works? Like, the fact Shaelian was like, oh shit, I've never seen him this mad, and Junwoo, like, didn't even seem mad. Like, he's just so powerful, he didn't, like, raise his voice or anything. Like, yeah, Kate, me and you right now. Like, oh my god. Was that not so hot? Like, the power that he had? Like, he was just so controlled and like, you know, oh my god. And then when he just, like, broke all his limbs. Yeah, that was good. I enjoyed that. Also, Junwoo being kind of gay. Being like, Lingwen, are you distracted? I, too, think 20 Gen's armor is pretty cool. But are you checking him out? Junwoo's a little fruity. Junwoo's a little fruity. Oh my gosh. Peachy says, all I could think was, Daddy's angry. Oh my god. A little. Kate says, I don't care if Junwoo's toxic, he's hot as fuck and he can snap all my bones. Yes, exactly, Spazzy, yes. Yeah, and Shaelian being like, wow, I was never treated like that. It's like, you were never asked a question in a gravely quiet, serious moment. Junwoo says, I thought that was him implying to Lingwen he knew what the armor was. I don't think so. Or at least, I mean, he didn't know that Lingwen at least was involved with the armor. Was that him being like, you noticing he's wearing some, are you noticing he's wearing the fucking brocade immortal? Because then he asks if anybody knows what the spiritual device is or whatever, right? Interesting. I don't know. I feel like sometimes we think characters know everything. And then I feel dumb if it's like that is the answer, you know? Junwoo didn't know that Lingwen was a fucking rat, though, the whole time. Really? You think he knew Lingwen was involved the whole time? True, Amelia Pond says, Junwoo is the kind of person who likes to imply knowledge and hold it over someone without telling them and confirming it. True. I guess that's true. Man, I can't wait for the ending when Junwoo was like, and I knew you were a rat, and I knew you were a rat. Junwoo just knows everyone's toxic and lying. Lingwen couldn't do anything because she created the brocade immortal and is like, oh shit, that's my fucking evil creation that no one knows that I evilly created. But now in the current timeline, everyone does know that Lingwen created it. Junwoo loves his subtle blackmail. Indeed. All right, I will see you guys tomorrow at the same time. This is some great conversation. Let's keep it going for tomorrow. All right, I love you guys, and be sure to take my quiz. Watch my most recent short, and I want to know you guys. You guys better get all the answers right. Okay, I love you guys. Bye.